Hello, this is Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for CVAC girls varsity soccer action between the visiting Plattsburgh Hornets and our Northeastern Clinton Lady Cougars. For the Hornets, number 10, Jenna Manabat, number 11, Kathleen Gannon, number 12, Colleen Dooley, 13, Michelle Fournier, number 14, Holly Latour, 15, Erin Ducharme, number 16, Maja Cabalet, number 17, Rachel Martindale, 18, Keely Sullivan, 19, Jill Fortier, 20, Erica Bordeaux, 21, Casey Baker, 22, Libby Hyatt, 24, Nisha Korofsky, 25, Kathy Ellen Davis, number 26, Nikki Barry, 27, Kat Rizos, 28, G. Bucci, 32, Laura Phillips, 33, Courtney Mitchell, and in goal, Lindsay Myers. Hornets are coached by Coach Sherman and Coach Flynn. That's all the information that was on their roster. For Northeastern Clinton, number 1, Megan Casey, number 2, Trish Gooley, 3, Elise LaFountain, 4, Ashley Walter, number 5, Ashley Burtz, number 6, Lauren Kavanaugh, 7, Brenda Bailey, number 8, Haley Desereau, number 10, Margie Fay, number 12, Christy Favreau, number 13, Brandy Bowman, 14, Brandy Sample, 21, Rachel Dutil, 22, Gina Brassert, 23, Debbie Trombley, 24, Amanda Clark, 25, Anna Boardman, and in goal for the Lady Cougars, Chantel Carnan. Cougars are coached by Josie Gilroy, assisted by Rob Francis and Sarah Dupuy. Referees for tonight's contest, Barry Norton and Steve Regan. This is the 4th game for Northeastern, counting the tournament. This is only the 2nd league game. First league game was a 4-0 victory for the Lady Cougars down in Saranac. And as of right now, Northeastern scoring 4 goals in the first tournament game, 1 goal in the second, and 4 in their first league game, have scored 9 goals so far this year and have given up nothing. No goals. They've had 3 consecutive shutouts. Pretty impressive defense for Northeastern. And Plattsburgh, as always, will have a tough team, a good, well-coached team. And the Lady Cougars' work is cut out for them tonight if they want to maintain that shutout status. And Calvin reminds me that one of those teams that Northeastern beat was Franklin Academy. That was for the championship. That should be a corner kick, and is. That was Franklin Academy, a Class B school from Malone. A very, very good school, very good athletes coming out of that school. So that was a 1-0 victory, Northeastern scoring with only about 3 minutes remaining in the game. So a well played, very hard-fought game for both teams. Hornets with the first corner kick of the game. Still very early, 37 minutes remaining, only 3 minutes gone. And a nice corner lofting just inside the 18 and cleared out. Headed inadvertently out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Headed right back in by Davis. Plattsburgh numbers pretty difficult to see at any kind of a distance. I have to put a request in for schools to not use those lines for numbers, to actually put a solid black number on the jerseys so it can be seen by us old folks. Sample on the outside, right at midfield, beaten to the ball, but she'll get it right back again and pushes it up. This time for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh can't keep up with it. And now it's Martindale. Martindale to the outside. Burt should get there first, and she does. Taken away.
Come on, Cougars!
This will be a good shot by the Hornets. And the shot is taken, and it's over top of the net, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. I don't have the number for that player that just took the shot. As I said, the players on the far side of the field, difficult to pick up their numbers. But we'll do the best we can, as always, here on Hometown Cable. And by the way, now's the time. Now that soccer season has started, some people wait for seasons, like soccer, or maybe for the start of basketball or whatever. But now's the time to think of becoming a patron for Hometown Cable. A long ball up for Walter, and I think that is Ducharme, last man back, able to clear it. Ashley Walter on a tear so far, had 4 goals against Beekmantown, assisted on the goal against Franklin Academy, and I believe had 1 goal against Saranac. So
come on, Cougars, be tough. There you go.
Walter with at least 4 goals, possibly 5 goals so far in this early season.
Be some offense now, Cougars.
Casey deflects back to Desereau. That's a good non-call. That was an incidental, or accidental, I should say, handball on the part of Desereau, and she didn't gain any ground or didn't control with it. So a good non-call. Casey gets by the defense. Walter streaking in, but Myers comes out to make the stop. Very innocent-looking play that turned into something very dangerous. A nice trap by Clark.
Nice stop, Amanda.
Broken up, ball still in the center. Clark recovers, breaks it up, and LaFountain to the near side, down the wing.
Come get her, Rachel.
Read and cleared by Hyatt. In the center, that's what I mean. It's either 10, 13, or 15. I can't even make out that player when she's that close.
Push it now. Let's go.
Maybe that's 10. That's Manabut. Back into the center. Desereau can't control, and it's picked up by Davis. Davis surrounded by Lady Cougars and puts the ball to the outside. Picked up by Martindale. Martindale crosses, stopped by Trombley, and Trombley will clear. Ball's right in the center. Sample should get there first. A little step over move. Still trying to control, and does. Punches it to Desereau, and Desereau up the wing for Dutil. Dutil keeps it in bounds.
There you go. Go now.
Now there can't be 2 10s out there, and I see another 10. Manabut is on the near side, and in the center, it's going to be a long night, I can tell right now. That must be 16, because 10 is over here. By the time I recognize these players, the game will be over. LaFountain tries to go down the wing, but it's out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets.
Back up, Haley.
Punched into the center. Picked up, that must be 19, Fortier. On the far side, Walter intercepts. Walter up the wing, has some speed. Played perfectly by the defenseman, if we can get her number. 16, all right, that is Cabalet. Now, Manabet. Manabet deep into northeastern zone. Trombley is there. Looks up just to see what's happening, who's coming down on her, and is able to control to the outside, but just too far and out of bounds. And that'll give the Lady Hornets a throw-in.
Tough, Cougars.
Desereau intercepts. Tries to go down the wing with a left foot. Curves it to the outside, and it'll be another throw-in for the Lady Hornets.
All right, North, take it back now. Let's go.
Desereau gets there first. Now LaFountain off a deflection. Tries to push it into the center. Sample can't get to it. Kavanaugh off a deflection, but the teams are trading kicks. Nobody's able to control. Clark in the center punches out. Sample should get there first and does. Brandy Sample has Dutil on the wing. It just got too far in front of her off a deflection. Casey back to Desereau, through off a deflection. Dutil can't get there, and it's by the defense, except for Trombley. And the Lady Hornets clear into the center. Desero. A little tugging by Latour. Cougar fans noticed it. And cleared near side. Desero can just let it go out of bounds, but she decides to save it.
Way to stay with it.
And it turns into Northeastern's ball on the near side. Here comes Dutil. Dutil turns it a little early, but she keeps it to the outside. Now off the deflection, Walter. Walter gets the shot off the crossbar. 29:43 remaining, and Northeastern almost draws first blood. Ashley Walter off the top of the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick for the Hornets. Northeastern substitutions. Let's see. We have Brenda Bailey out there, Margie Fay, Trish Gooley. I think that'll do it for the substitutions.
Down pretty good, huh?
Headed by Fay into the center. LaFountain gets there.
There you go.
Keeps it going for Gooley. Gooley wanted to let that go by her. Instead, she tried to stop it. Might have been a good play if she could have stopped it and punched it behind the defender, and then ran around at a dead run. Now on the other side, Desero with Phillips. Out of bounds, not quite out of bounds, stays in. Phillips puts it out. It'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Trombley with the goal. Kick, I should say. Goal kick out for LaFountain. She can't control. Picked up by Manabet, and Manabet punches it right back in again. Cardan comes out. Ball would have been wide, but it was rolling slow with Plattsburgh forwards coming in on it, so she controls and kicks out. Inadvertently headed deeper into Plattsburgh zone. Sample just a few steps off and cleared by the Lady Hornet defense. Now Clark. Clark goes far side for Walter. Walter, with her speed, keeps it in bounds, punches it back for Fay. Fay trying to turn it and does. Down for Sample. Sample gets by the defense and then gets called for the push. The defender, off balance, was already falling, but Sample's arm did come up. One of those plays where it's tough. You don't want to call that because the defender was falling down anyway. But by not calling it, you give Northeastern a clear advantage and a possibility of a real good possibility of a goal. Now Gooley to the outside, and Myers makes the stop. Off the head of Phillips. Deeper in the Northeastern zone. Phillips gets there again off a deflection to Desero. Now Bailey should get there first. Punches it for Desero. Desero can't do much with it except put it off the leg of Manabut, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Now off Bailey, and Plattsburgh will get to throw it in.
Cougars, let's go. Keep it up.
A nice throw down a wing. And Desero, smart play, just lets it roll out of bounds. Now LaFountain wants to try and turn it and does, but it's not far enough, and it's headed right back in. I guess that's Fortier, number 19. Sample has a wide open Walter on the far side. She decides to bring it back and punch it into the center. Gooley is there, but it's broken up and finally cleared by the Hornets to the near side for Phillips. Phillips trying to control, keeps the ball to the outside. Desero defending, takes it off Phillips, and Desero will clear, or should clear, has plenty of time to clear, and does. But it's picked up by Manabut. She can't control. Gooley pulls to the outside, now pulls it right back to the inside and off for Bailey. Bailey keeps it going into the center. Nobody there but Hornets, and they'll punch it right back in again. Burtz. And Karna secures the ball for the Lady Cougars. 25-14 remaining in this first half. Still nothing in LaFountain with the ball into the center. Up for Gooley, broken up by Hyatt. Now LaFountain trying to control, and it's taken back by the Lady Hornets. I guess that's number 19, Fortier. 18 rather. That's 18. Sullivan, we'll get him. It may take us a little while, but we'll get him. Shot from way outside, and Carter makes the stop. On the far side for Fay, intercepted. Burt's off a deflection. Burt's tries to get it up the wing. It goes out of bounds off Plattsburgh, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Good throw-in. Walter just can't get to it, and is placed out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Hey, with a long throw-in over the head of the defense. Misplayed if Walter can get there, but in desperation, the Hornets punch the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. I wish I could see the numbers from here, because that was a fine recovery by that defender. She made the mistake, let the ball get by her, but she was able to recover and punch it out of bounds. In the center, Boardman just into the game. Can't get the shot off. Now Trombley dumps it right back in again. Manabut clears. This time for Phillips. Trombley should get there first. Off her left foot. Heading to the out of bounds. Trombley can't stop it, and it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Hornets. Manabut, a soft throw-in down the wing. Desero can't control, and the Hornets will do it again. Headed out by Clark, but Manabut gets there first, dumps it right back in again. Hornets turn it into the center, deflects out, and Dutil is there. Off a deflection, it goes right to the Hornets. And again, I apologize. I wish I could see their numbers. And Trombley clears out to the center. Dutil trying to control, can't. Picked up by Manabut. And she inadvertently goes far side, headed back by Walter to Dutil. Miskicked over the head of the defense. Here comes Gooley. Gooley cuts it back to the inside, wants to go back outside maybe. This time punches it deep into Hornet zone, just inside the 18, and it's cleared out. Phillips off of the long deflection, and Casey with a fine play to take the ball off Phillips. Up for Boardman, back to Casey, but it's behind her, and she couldn't run up on the ball. Lost all her momentum. Clark will get a shot. She took a left-footed shot and hit the back of one of the Plattsburgh defenders, who now clears deep into Northeastern zone. Trombley right back up. Miskicked. Burt's is there to get off of the deflection. Burt's knocked down, and it should be a direct kick for Northeastern. We're down to 21-27 remaining in the first half. Nothing. Northeastern, I'd have to say, probably a little bit better field position and a little bit better play, but still with nothing on the scoreboard.
Take it back, way to go.
Desero heels, gets it to Boardman. Boardman up the wing. Red and stopped by Hyatt. Now Dutil trying to get a cross off, beaten to the ball, and it'll be Northeastern's turn to have a corner kick.
Keep moving in there, Cougars!
Clark with the corner, and it's a wasted one. She wants that one back, I'm sure. Stopped by Burt's, but stopped with a handball, and it'll be Plattsburgh ball. Hornets right back down again. Stopped by Boardman. She can't control, and then does. Then it deflects into the center where Burt's is there. Tries to chip over the head of the defense, but it's headed right back in again, I think, by Sullivan. To the outside. Northeastern caught a little bit flat-footed right there. If that player, we'll see what her number was. If she could have controlled that ball, Northeastern may have had a tough time. That's number 19.
Let's be tough, Cougars. Let's go.
That's Jill Fortier. If she could have controlled that ball to the outside, no Cougar defenders were within about 10 feet of her. She could have gotten a left-footed shot off, but she didn't. And here we go again. Lady Hornets trying to work their way to the inside. This time it's cleared out, and it'll be a goal kick. Trombley is a very low kick just outside the 18. The Hornets are on it. Clark to the outside, punches up the wing. I'll see if I can pick up Northeastern substitutions. LaFountain is back in, and Lauren Kavanaugh is in for Lady Cougars. And on the far side, I think that is Gina Brassard.
Come on, Cougars, get the ball out of there.
Clark stops that one. Can't clear it. Here come Lady Hornets right in the center. The shot goes wide. Plattsburgh with an excellent opportunity. A nice play, good offensive play. The ball came to the far side, or near side rather, for Manabut, who put a shot right back. She went to the far post instead of going to the near post, and it went wide. Lady Cougars kind of dodged the bullet there. They weren't on top of that play for sure. Kavanaugh on the outside. Manabut trying to get there first and does. Kavanaugh stops her. Good tenacious defense. Won't let her get the ball turned. And it's finally out of bounds. The Hornets come right back again with a throw-in. Kavanaugh clears up the wing, but it goes out of bounds and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh.
Come on, Cougars, let's go now.
Headed over the head of Clark. Trombley gets there and clears up into the center. Dutil trying to race back for it.
Come on, Cougars.
Trip called against Northeastern, and it'll be Plattsburgh ball, dangerous territory. Lady Hornets now want to try and go far post, and they go near post, way near. As a matter of fact, probably about 10 yards in the wrong direction, and it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Lady Cougars, 16-19 remaining in this first half. Still nothing. Trombley goal kicks have not been good the last couple times. They've been short and very low. Northeastern's going to have to be very careful about that. Halfbacks are going to have to get back to try and support in case of a bad kick. And of course, just when I said a few minutes ago that Northeastern had better field position, when we're doing a little bit better, Hornets started taking the position back and the momentum back. That last rush by Sample almost got past that last defender, but the last defender got enough on the ball to have it deflect off Sample and go long enough for Meyer to pick it up for the Hornets. Northeastern throws in, gets by Dutil. Still on the wing. Sample trying to get there first. And a sliding Plattsburgh defender knocks the ball out of the way. Again, I apologize to the Plattsburgh players, but I just cannot see their numbers from this distance. Let that be a lesson to you, schools. When you order uniforms for these players, get solid numbers. A nice light color with a solid number on it, easy to see. Trombley gets it, knocks it off Manabut, and Kavanaugh clears it further up. Collision, and it's going to go against the Hornets, and that's one of those plays. I don't know if either player is wrong. Both hustling for the ball, both get there at the same time, and a little bit of a collision. I don't know. I think that's a non-call. And Trombley in the center gets it to Sample. Sample missed kicks. Trying to punch it to the outside. Dutil can't control, and it's broken up. Boardman is there. And the ball out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in. Burtz throws it in.
Let's go, Cougars!
Sample gets there, tries to cross it, and does. Nobody on the near side. Walter tries to run it down. It's cleared out of bounds, and it should be Northeastern throw in. Walter off LaFountain. LaFountain trying to get it inside, gets the shot off, and it's just wide. A nice play by Northeastern. And again, just as I was saying that Plattsburgh started getting the momentum and a little bit of the field position, the Lady Cougars come right back again. So I think from here on in, I won't say who's got the field position. You can see it for yourself.
Come on, lead.
Contact in the center of the field.
There it is.
I think that's Boardman comes up with the ball and punches to the near side. Walter gets there, but Meyer lets it roll out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Hornets. To Clark. Clark tries to go far side for Dutil. Dutil, if she can keep it in bounds. And the Hornets take it right back and clear. Out of bounds, throw in for Northeastern. Gina Brassard into the game for Northeastern. And that ball off Brassard's foot. And it'll be a throw in for the Hornets. And that ball, I guess, never came in, and they're going to give her a rethrow. The ball is wet. The ground, of course, after this rain is wet. So we can expect some of that in this game. And actually, you want to put as many shots as you can on these goalies also, because that ball being wet is going to be a little bit slick. Clark gets there in time to punch the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Hornets. We're down to 11:24 remaining in this scoreless game.
Come on, Cougars, take the ball back.
In this first half of the scoreless game. Martindale turns it to the inside, tripped by Burtz, and it looks like it's going to be a direct kick for the Lady Hornets just outside the 18.
You tough, Cougars!
Punch to the far side, headed by Clarks, right into the center, and LaFountain gets there and clears it out. A very dangerous play, and we got an offsides. Northeastern moved up quickly after that play. Once the ball was cleared, the Northeastern defense moved up quickly, throwing the Lady Hornets offside. So Northeastern dodges a bullet right there.
Come on, Cougars, talk to
Kavanaugh gets there first, lets it roll by her, and then pushes it to the outside, intended for Walter, but too far, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh.
Come on, Cougars.
Manabat into the center. Walter gets there. Kavanaugh gets there. Northeastern can't control. Hornets off a deflection. It gets to Walter. Walter up the wing to Sample. Sample, if she can keep it on the outside, it deflects deeper into Plattsburgh zone, and it's plunged out of bounds in desperation by the Hornet defense. I think that's number 22, Libby Hyatt. Walter from Sample. Walter gets it back to Sample, and Hyatt knocks it out of bounds again, and it'll be a Cougar throw-in. LaFountain can't control, and then finally does. You have four Hornet defenders over here. Somebody's got to be missing from the far side. We can see Boardman was all alone around the 6-yard line, but Northeastern unable to get the ball deeper as it deflected out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Hornets.
Lauren Kavanaugh, you're a ball. Lauren Kavanaugh, get on that ball. Come on. Atta girl.
Kavanaugh breaks it up. LaFountain goes far side. Boardman is there. Or Brassard, rather. Gina Brassard on the outside. Somebody, I don't know if there was a collision or she just fell. But she's up. Plattsburgh player back up and apparently just a little shaken up. The Plattsburgh JV squad lost a heartbreaker. Northeastern won. Any victory is a good victory, but the way they won it, with a penalty kick called with 6 seconds left, that's a very, very difficult way to lose a game. And I'm sure that the Plattsburgh JV squad are going home just about now. They're probably already home, but that bus trip back to Plattsburgh was probably very, very quiet. Brassard on the far side, tries to get it inside and does to Sample, but it's broken up. Now deflects into the center and cleared by Manabut to the outside. Fay stops, punches down the wing. Intended for Brassard, but it's cleared. Back up, and now Burt's. Off a deflection, Plattsburgh still controls and inadvertently places the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Walter to LaFountain. LaFountain chips over the defense. Defense not taking any chances with Ashley Walter. Just punches it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Walter can't control, and it's cleared, and Northeastern will throw it in again. 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Walter again can't control, and the Hornets come right back. Now Burt's with a nice play. Burt's down to Walter, and Walter's offsides.
Come on, do it again.
Now the Lady Cougars trying to come back again. Dutil can't control on the outside, and the Hornets clear, but not out. And Bailey is there. Dumps it in for Northeastern. Bailey trying to dump it in again. Now LaFountain. Dutil can't control, and the Hornets easily clear up the wing. Trombley dumps it right back in again.
Rachel, come on, Rachel!
Rachel, way to go!
Dutil gets by one, but can't get by the second defender. Sample. One nice move. Crosses into the center, headed by the Hornets. Bailey can't get to it. Now Desereau with a high shot. Headed out into the center. Hornets desperate to clear, and Northeastern can't put a foot on it. Trombley missed kicks into the center, where it's picked up by Plattsburgh on the far side. Deflected off Casey, far and wide, where it's picked up by Walter. Walter back to the inside again. Northeastern with all their speed, they need to keep the ball further to the outside. They're playing right into the heart of the Hornet defense. If they can keep the ball to the outside, that's going to open up the center of the field for somebody. You can just see that last play where it was inadvertently deflected to the outside here on the near side. And Northeastern had a great opportunity. Trombley, plenty of time. Wants to come up the wing and does. This is deflected. Trombley stays with it, gets by a second Hornet, and punches up into the center for Sample. Sample has Walter on the far side. There she goes. Misplayed, but just enough. Just enough. Deflected just enough so Walter can't catch the ball on the run. And finally it's fired by Walter, but wide. And it deflected off the Plattsburgh defense. It'll be a corner kick for Northeastern.
Ready to goalie. Short post.
Get the movement.
There it is. There it is.
Head it, and it's wide, and I think we might be doing it again. That's off Plattsburgh, and it'll be another corner kick.
Megan,
Get
shoot the ball
movement in there, Cougars.
Shoot the ball, Megan.
And this one out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Hornets.
Get it.
Birds heads it into the center. Manabut is there.
Go, Cougars.
LaFountain off Manabut and comes wide. Dutil should get there first and does. Punches it back to the corner where Sample is. Sample trying to turn it. Broken up. Brandy Sample still staying on the ball.
Push it across.
Sample gets by one into the center, into the net. What a beautiful header. What a beautiful header. Sample tenacious. Wouldn't let that defender push her off the ball. Able to control, take it to the outside, take it deeper into the zone, and then punch the ball where it was headed in by, I believe, Walter.
Way to go, Ash. Way to play soccer.
And Northeastern draws first blood with a fine play. Brandy Sample would not allow the Plattsburgh defense to take her off the ball. She muscled her way straight through, passed right through the defense, and then put a beautiful pass right in front of the net. And Ashley Walter made no mistake heading the ball into the back of the net over the outstretched fingers of the Plattsburgh goalie, Lindsey Myers. So a beautiful play for Northeastern to take a 1-0 lead at the 37-minute mark of the first half. Another nice step over move by Desereau. Now Dutil, Northeastern. Two things are happening right now. Lady Cougars are relieved that they got the first goal in, and they're still playing tough, but now Plattsburgh figures they'd love to get that tying goal in this first half. They don't want to go in halftime down 1-0 after playing as well as they have. Northeastern, I think, gets a little bit of a nod, a little bit of an edge in play and field position, and actually that one shot by Walter that was early hit the crossbar. They had probably the best opportunity of the game, but that's one thing Northeastern wants to be careful with. They want to score again, of course, but they don't want to get so far up the field that they leave themselves vulnerable for a counterattack. Off Bailey, out of bounds, and we're under a minute and a half now. We got, well, not quite 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining in this first half, and you can see the Lady Cougars, although they played very hard all game long, there's spring in their step now after that beautiful goal by Walter.
Clear that ball!
And I can't say enough about the play of Brandy Sample. Just tremendous. Sample not allowing the Plattsburgh defense to take her off the ball. Just saying there's no way. Sample with the shot, just wide. A fine shot, far post that just went wide. Under a minute now, and if Sample puts that one in, and Northeastern takes a 2-goal lead, it would just be a really, really tough ladder for the Lady Hornets to climb in the second half.
Step it up, girls. Brenda, touch it and hit it. George.
Come on, Cougars!
Brenda.
So in 28 seconds now, Northeastern will have completed 7 halves of soccer, 3.5 games of soccer without giving up a goal. That's pretty impressive. That is a real impressive stat for the Lady Cougar defense.
5 seconds, Cougars!
And with 3, 2, 1, the buzzer sounds, and the first half comes to an end with Northeastern in the lead by a 1-0 margin. That goal scored just 3 minutes ago at the 37-minute mark. Walter from Sample, and it's 1-0 Northeastern. We'll be back for the start of the second half. Second half underway.
Go Cougars!
And Northeastern with the ball. Kavanaugh up for Sample. Sample trying to turn it. Cuts it back into the center. Has Walter and LaFountain. Goes to LaFountain just too far and cleared by the Hornets. Tremblay calls off Desereau. Switches over for Burtz. Good if it's successful, but very dangerous. If Burtz can't control that, there's nobody between Martindale and Cardan except a lot of little blades of grass. On the outside, Davis. Davis still controlling to the outside. Tremblay stops the easy cross and clears out.
Come on, Cougars!
And there's the shot, and that's a good shot going to the short side, and Cardan equal to that one.
Come on, Cougars!
Just like towards the end of the second half or first half, this beginning of the second half is when the Hornets want to put the pressure on. They don't want to take a chance on Northeastern taking a 2-goal lead, so they certainly want to put the pressure on as soon as they can. And here comes Dutil on the far side, gets the shot off, and it's a fine shot, stopped by Myers.
Way to put it across there, Rachel.
Come on, somebody get in there.
Clark with a nice trap. That's how to do it, right there. Learn the basics of soccer. Learn how to trap the ball, and you saw just right there, Amanda Clark trapped and moved the ball so quick that the opposition, the Plattsburgh player, didn't have a chance to do a thing. Learning the basics is so important. Kicking with both feet, trapping the ball are two of the basics that you have to have in order to play at this level, or you should have in order to play at this level. This will be a corner kick for Northeastern. LaFountain will kick this corner for Northeastern. 37-28 remaining. Still very, very early in this second half. High into the 6, headed and in the net. In the net. Northeastern is ahead 2-0, and I'm going to see if I can LaFountain with the assist. And I think it's Debbie Tremblay. Oh, we'll wait for the official.
Keep it up, Cougars!
And just what Plattsburgh did not want to happen, happened. Debbie Tremblay from Elise LaFountain off that corner kick headed the ball behind Myers. That's the second goal for Northeastern and the second one off a header. And it's 2-0 Northeastern. That second goal coming at the 2:45 mark of the second half. And the Hornets, Lady Hornets, have dug themselves quite a hole right now from this point in the next 36 minutes and 47 seconds. They know that they need to score 2 goals just to tie this game up, and they need 3 to win.
Push it!
And scoring 3 goals against Northeastern, who hasn't given up a goal yet in 1999, is not an easy task. Certainly not impossible, but not an easy task.
Be tough!
In the center, Walter can't get to it, and it's dumped back in by the Plattsburgh defense. I think that's Capelet.
Come on, Cougars, don't let up now. Let's go!
Gannon, Kathleen Gannon, throws in down the wing, deflects into the center. LaFountain gets it to Walter. Walter can't control, and Capelet will let it roll out of bounds.
Good try, Ash. There you go.
Off Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh punches into the center, but it's picked up, I guess, by Sullivan. Sullivan, with LaFountain leaning on her, goes far side, and this should go out of bounds, and it does, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Tremblay to the far side, off Desereau. Taken back by the Hornets. Lady Hornets down the wing, out of bounds, and it should be a goal kick. Unless, no, they're calling it a goal kick. But Barry Norton says no way. Clark is there, but you can't stop. The shot is taken off the post. What a great shot. I got to get that number. What a great rocket of a shot that just went off the post. And that... Davis? 25, yes. Kathy Ellen Davis with that right-footed rocket that went off the post. And the Lady Hornets trying to say that you've got 2 goals on us, but we're coming back strong. This is not going to be a walkaway for the rest of this game. Not a good play. Hornets deep in Northeastern territory tried to put it back, but not a good play to put it back that far. Walter was there. If she could have controlled it, Plattsburgh may be in trouble, but as it turns out, the ball's on the far side now. Clark defending. Tremblay low into the center. Walter keeps it going. Gannon gets there but can't control. Now Sample. Sample up for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to keep it control. Gives way for Walter. Walter crosses. Myers right there. Sample and Dutel a few steps away. That play developed just a little too fast for Sample and Dutel to get up to distract Meyer. Plattsburgh on the far side trying to control. Gets by one, now out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Misplayed. Dutil comes away with it. Dutil chips high. If that ball gets by, it does. Walter gets there but can't control. And it goes out of bounds, and it should be a goal kick for the Hornets. A tough play for Plattsburgh. Northeastern almost coming away with a good shot. Into the center. LaFountain gets there, breaks that up, and then here come the Lady Cougars again. Sample turns it around but can't get the shot off, heads it back. Sample still controlling. Sample again showing that she's going to muscle through the Plattsburgh defense. LaFountain comes away with it. LaFountain down the wing for Walter, too far out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh. Down the wing. Out of bounds off Burt's, and it'll be a throw-in again for the Hornets. Down the wing again, headed by Burt's, and Plattsburgh will do it again.
Come on, girls, let's go, Cougars!
Pass intended for Latour, picked up by Clark. Clark dribbles into the center, but it's taken by Forte. Now Phillips. Phillips crosses, and Cardin is right there to make the stop. Good play, Chantel Cardin, to come out and stop that cross. LaFountain to the far side. LaFountain with a nice ball down for Dutil, but too far out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh. 30 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this second half. It's 2-0 Northeastern. Lady Cougars scoring late in the first half. At the 37-minute mark, Walter from Sample, and very early in the second half, at the 2:45 mark, Trombley from LaFountain off a corner kick, and it's 2-0 Northeastern. Broken up, goes deeper into Northeastern's territory. Shot taken by Latour, and it's broken up and cleared. Plattsburgh right back in again, broken up by Burtz. Burtz tries to get it out to Walter, but it's chipped in by Rizos. Now,
come on, Cougars!
Kavanaugh, taken away by Gannon, headed into the center by Walter. Sample trying to get the ball away from number 12, Dooley. Colleen Dooley, falling down, was able to deflect the ball out of bounds. Wouldn't let Sample get by. Northeastern substitutions. Margie Fay into the game on the near side, and I think that is Brandy Bowman on the far side in for Northeastern. Almost an illegal throw. Deflected deep into Plattsburgh zone. Sample will get there first. A fine defensive play by the Hornets defense. Now deflected off Fay out of bounds. I'm really sorry. I wish I could get those numbers. Everything looks like either 10 or 20. Everything looks alike. But that was a fine defensive play to keep Sample from getting a shot. That ball came in and went back out again. It'll be Northeastern's throwing. Headed by Walter, and it gets by Rizos. Cleared out. Now Burtz deflected to Fay. Fay can't control, and it's cleared out, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
Let's go! Come on, Cougars!
Walter can't control. It's punched out. Now LaFountain deflects to Sample. Sample turns and shoots, and Myers right there. Here comes the rain. The rain is starting again, and about the best thing you can say about that is it's going to knock all these bugs out of the air. No, they're not allowed to hide in here. Trombley up the far side, stopped by Dutel, I think that is. No, that's Favreau. Christy Favreau into the game for Northeastern. I didn't see her. And I think the Hornets will do it again. This kind of rain could change for both teams. The ground again is going to get slick. The ball is going to get slick. Very innocent plays could turn into very dangerous ones at the snap of a finger. Nobody in the center for Northeastern, and the Hornets able to keep putting the ball back in until finally cleared by LaFountain up for Walter. But Rizos gets there first and pushes the ball far side. Now Favreau back in for Sample. Sample keeps it going over the head of the defense, and Walter is there. If she can turn the left-footed shot, she does. Short side, and Meyer with the stop. Short punt. LaFountain is there. LaFountain can get a shot from there and does. Takes the shot, and Meyer is there, but as you can see, the ball hit the ground and just skidded. Didn't bounce. It just skidded to Myers, who had to stop it and then pick it up. And that's what you're looking for. Keep those shots going in. Keep them low. Make them keep those shots going low. And Fay with a shot from distance. And Meyer with another stop. Burtz wants to try and turn it, does. Tries to get a pass off to Fay, but Gannon stops it. And now out of bounds off Burtz, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh.
Go Cougars!
Clark to LaFountain, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan broken up. Sample and Walter inadvertently put it right back into the center, and Plattsburgh deep in the Northeastern zone. Burtz is there. Burtz with a nice step over play, but with two Hornets there, they were able to control. Clark with a nice defensive play, and down the wing for Walter. Walter back to the inside. Ashley Walter, a long pass for Sample. And a fine defensive play. I guess that's number 12. Colleen Dooley, I think that's 12. She made a nice defensive play. That's the second time on Sample, trying to keep her away from the ball. 24-11 remaining in this second half. 2-0 Northeastern. Long throw in by Fay inside the box, just inside the 18, and it's cleared out by Plattsburgh. Fay right back into Sample. Sample turns. It deflects to Gooley. Gooley can't get the shot off. And Plattsburgh forced to put the ball out of bounds again. And now you can see the rain coming. Long throw in, bounces inside the box, and it's headed and cleared. Clark still trying to turn it, but she's not in a good position to get her leg around. And it's picked up by Barry. Nikki Barry on the near side fakes the pass. Clark didn't go for it, and Clark comes away with the ball. Up the wing, a beautiful play for Gooley. Trish Gooley on the near side, turns it to the center. Sample is there at the 18. Sample turns and fires, and it's a little steam taken off the ball because she was trying to turn and fire it at the same time, and Meyer made the stop. Casey off the back of her head, deflects to Fay. Fay too far in front of her. Too far in front of her, and it's finally taken and cleared by the Lady Hornets. Trombley back into Plattsburgh zone. Fay up for Gooley. Out of bounds, and it should be Northeastern throw-in. Fay will throw in. Throw bounces over Sample. Cleared out onto the near side and down the wing. Burtz is there. Burtz can't control it. Get off her knee and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh. Thrown in. A nice play by Barry. She got the ball by Fay and Burtz. Taken down, it'll be a direct kick for Plattsburgh. This has really been a very clean game. I don't remember too many calls for pushing or shoving or anything else, tripping. As a matter of fact, that might be the first or second whistle of the game. It's been a very, very fast-moving game. Number 13, okay, the defender I was looking for is Michelle Fortier. Michelle Fortier with 2 or 3 real fine defensive efforts for Plattsburgh. I was unable to identify her until just now. Gooley stops it. It deflects into the center. Stopped by Fay. Up for Gooley. Gooley back to Fay. Fay trying to get through. Pushes a pass through for Sample. And there's Fortier. Sample gets by Fortier this time, but too deep. Can't control. Fortier comes away with the ball. Fay gets there. Can't break it up, and Fortier chips into the center. Now Desereau chips far side. Fay punches it over to defense, and it's punched out of bounds in desperation with Gooley and Sample charging in on the ball. Fortier punches it. Maybe that wasn't Fortier. That might have been Dooley. Dooley pushes it out of bounds in desperation, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. The last corner kick Northeastern had resulted in a goal. And we'll see what this one does. It's short, stopped by Fay. She wants to try and turn it. She does. Punches it into the center. Nobody there, and finally cleared. Sample takes it back. Can't get the shot off. And it finally shot by Gooley, and it's just wide. Plattsburgh, still time left for the Hornets to get back, but they got to start working and get something to click, because with 19:20 remaining, 19:20 remaining, and Northeastern spending a lot of time in Plattsburgh zone, this ball should go out of bounds, and does. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Burtz throws into Fay. Fay trying to turn it.
Good job.
Off the Hornet defense, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern again. Burtz again tries to throw it. Headed by Barry, inadvertently deeper into Plattsburgh zone. Lady Hornets having a tough time. Fay deflects to Casey, but it's taken by the Lady Hornets, and here they come again. Latour on the near side had lots of room, but lost control of it, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Burtz throws in again.
Nice throw.
.17:48 remaining. Cleared out. Burtz can't get there. This should be Northeastern ball. It went by 3 Northeastern players, and neither one of them could touch it. Northeastern substitutions. Gina Brassard into the game, and just gets the ball. Also, Anna Boardman into the game, and LaFountain is back. Brenda Bailey is into the game on the far side, and Rachel Dutil. Northeastern will throw it in. 17 minutes remaining. 17 minutes. Northeastern has 17 more minutes to go. If they can hold the Hornets, and if the score stays the same, that'll be 4 consecutive games that the Lady Cougars have had shutouts. 4 consecutive shutouts. So far this year, Northeastern has scored 11 goals and have had no goals scored against them. I hope I'm not giving Northeastern any bad luck by saying that, but it's a pretty impressive stat. And a push called on Plattsburgh, and it'll be Northeastern ball on the direct kick. Tremblay down the wing for Dutil, deflects to Bailey, and Bailey tries to turn it back for Dutil on the wing, but it deflects out of bounds off Plattsburgh, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Walter can't control, and I guess that is Ooh, I don't know who that was. But in any case, here we go again. LaFountain down the wing. Walter is there. She'll get a cross off. Brings it back and then crosses with her left foot for LaFountain. LaFountain can't get the shot off. Boardman a little bit behind the ball before it's cleared. And here come the Lady Hornets. And another downpour. It's punched out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Dutil controls and turns, pushes a nice ball down for Walter. What a pass. If Ashley Walter can score, what a pass. Rachel Dutil with a beautiful pass. She had a beautiful pass in the game against Beatmantown, I believe it was. Just a perfect pass that turned into a Northeastern goal. This one turns into a corner kick for the Lady Cougars. But Rachel Dutil doing very well, passing the ball with just enough touch to allow the other forward to run up on it at full speed. Trombley can't get the shot. Gets the header off, but Boardman can't get the shot off. A Brassert and a Boardman, both on right in the center, just couldn't get the shot off. The ball bouncing a little too high, and finally, I guess it was a handball called. LaFountain goes through two defenders and has the ball stripped. And now Clark. Off a deflection. LaFountain off a deflection to Brassert. Brassert has a left-footed shot from there. If she can get it off, she does. Walter stops it. The ball was going across Myers, the front of Myers. She was moving to her left. Walter stopped the ball. Myers just dug in to her cleats enough to get back, but Walter couldn't control the ball, and it did eventually go out of bounds for a goal kick. But another nice play by Northeastern. Burtz is there. Off a deflection, back into the center. LaFountain can't get to it, and it's cleared by Sullivan. Dutil on the far side. Dutil gets a shot off, and it's stopped by Myers. I don't keep shots. I don't keep the stats for shots on goal, but it's going to be interesting to see what the newspaper says tomorrow. The game was pretty evenly played, I think, in the first half. Northeastern, I think, with better field position, but yet not an awful lot of shots on goal. But that second half is a little bit different. Northeastern definitely getting some great shots. The only real dangerous opportunity that Plattsburgh had was a shot that went off the post. Davis took a shot from just inside the 18, just a rocket of a shot about 5 feet off the ground that hit the post on the right side post, and bounced away. It struck the post with enough force that we could hear it up here, and that was the only real dangerous shot that the Hornets had so far in this game. LaFountain can't do much with it, and the Hornets dump it in deeper into Northeastern's territory. Now Walter in the center. Walter punches for Dutil. A nice ball over the head of the defense. Dutil gets by one. If she can keep it up, she'll get a cross off, and does, but it's Myers with the stop. Miss kick, and here come the Lady Cougars. And finally cleared out and punched right back in again by Bailey. Bailey to Walter. Walter trying to turn it but can't. And it's out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern, down to 11:28 remaining. Deflects out. Desero is there. And it goes out of bounds, and it should be a throw-in for Plattsburgh. And this rain that we're having tonight reminds us to thank Bruce Sample, the head custodian here at Northeastern, for repairing the roof here. You can't believe how much. Of course, Calvin's got a lot of battery-operated cameras and electrical outlet up here for our plugs, and the water that used to come in here was just awful. And since the new roof, we no more leaks, and we have a full wall on the left side. So if it starts blowing in on this, it's really nice working up here after the repairs. So thanks again to Mr. Sample for his hard work. Throw in, Walter is there. If she can control, she does, but she has to take it deeper in order to control, and Plattsburgh clears. Trombley, the only one back. Plattsburgh seems to have two forwards that are going to be hanging about midfield. They're taking a little bit of chance, but if they can get the ball up to those two forwards, then Trombley, the only one back. But with 9 minutes left, Plattsburgh's got to do something to try and get one in. They've got to get one before they can get the tying goal. And Northeastern has got to be ready for this onslaught. Deflects just out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Plattsburgh. That was deflected by Northeastern defense, just wide.
Clear it out of there, Cougars!
Deflects right across the 18. Very dangerous position, and Walter comes away with it. Deflects to the near side, where it's picked up by Brassard. Gina Brassard can't control. Taken back by the Hornets, number 15, Erin Ducharme, who punches it out of bounds off Northeastern. And it'll be a Plattsburgh throw-in. Down the wing off Burtz, and Plattsburgh will do it again. Clark takes it to the outside, through the legs of the Plattsburgh player to Burtz, and Burtz trying to go up the wing. Taken back again. Burtz sticking with it, but can't control. And now Casey deflects deep. Trombley is there, and she'll punch it out of bounds. Plattsburgh being tenacious here with 7:42 remaining, trying to keep the ball deep in Northeastern's territory, desperately trying to get one goal. Just one goal to try and get that, put themselves in a position to tie this game up before the end of regulation time. Hornets still trying to turn it. A lot of players right there bunched up, and Walter's able to clear out, but nobody to accept the clear out. So Manabat puts it right back in deep in Northeastern's territory, and it'll be a corner kick for Plattsburgh.
Get it out of there.
Low corner kick right into the center. Walter is there to chip it out.
Come on, Dino, hustle.
And it goes out of bounds off Brassard, and it'll be a throw-in for Plattsburgh. Out of bounds by Burtz, and Plattsburgh will do it again. Burtz again puts it out of bounds, and Plattsburgh will throw it in again. Pretty much a carbon copy of what they did the last time, marching down before they had that last corner kick. Dooley heads it in. It's in the center for Sullivan, broken up by LaFountain and Desereau. Up through the center, stopped by Cabolet. Cabolet grabbing her left leg. I don't know if it's a cramp or if she hurt her knee, but she's dead stopped in the center of the field, having a difficult time. I think she's afraid to move. Shot hits the side of the net. It'll be a goal kick for Northeastern, and Plattsburgh calling for the ref to blow the whistle. But if she wants, that's what they need to do. She needs to get down on the ground to let the ref know that she's injured. And she just came to an absolute dead stop. Again, I don't know if it's a cramp or if she actually turned a knee or what, but she was standing awkward at the center of the middle of the field. I think maybe it's a cramp. Well, Cabolet made it off the field under her own power, did appear to be a cramp, and anybody who's had a serious cramp like that knows how horrible it is. It's like trying to explain what it's like to get the wind knocked out of you, how horrible a feeling that is. And to have a cramp like that is just, you can't do a thing. Northeastern substitutions, Margie Fay is back in, Megan Casey back in, Christy Favreau back in for Northeastern, Lauren Kavanaugh on the far side. Ashley Walter, I believe, was out there. I think Brandy Sample is back in for Northeastern. And with 4:50 remaining, Fay dumps in through the center. Northeastern again wants to use their wings. They've got the speed. They've got the speed in Walter and Sample and Dutil when she's in there. It's going to be a rethrow. The ball never came in. So Burt will do it again. Looking for Walter. It goes straight through, and Fortier is there. No, that's not Fortier. That's Rizos. It dumps deep into Northeastern territory. Cougars need to get back. Lady Cougars need to get back and help. Trombley will not allow that player to center the ball, and finally she does. This is stopped by Cardin with 4 minutes remaining. Short and to the near side. Fay gets there. Can't do anything with it. Taken by the Lady Hornets, number 14, I think that is, Latour. Latour again tries to switch fields, but Northeastern players are there to gain control. Manabut on the far side. Trombley intercepts, trying to keep the ball in play, and does, but she cuts it right back into the center. She didn't want to do that. The ball was out of bounds, but a very dangerous play for Northeastern. 3:15 remaining in this second half. 2-0 Northeastern.
Come on, Cougars!
Punch to the near side for Favreau, but broken up. And the shot finally taken. It'll be wide, and a goal kick for Northeastern.
Keep pushing it, Cougars!
Trombley out for LaFountain, deflects to Desiro, and Desiro to the near side for Favreau. Favreau falls and taken back by Fortier.
Come on, Cougars!
Or that's actually Ducharme. Shot in on Cardin, who gets down on her knee to make sure the ball doesn't squeeze by and makes the stop. Hornets still trying to come back. Hornets have been inside the Northeastern's zone probably for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Now here comes Northeastern. Fortier is back, tries to control, and does up the wing for Manabut. Broken up by Kavanaugh. Lauren Kavanaugh hustling. Now Desiro punches one up for Walter. Broken up, but Sample is there who can't control, and then Fortier dumps out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern, down to 1:45. Lady Cougars have 1 minute and 45 seconds to go to maintain their shutout 4 games in a row. Burt's back for LaFountain. LaFountain, nice ball back to Burt's, but beaten to it by 15, Ducharme. And the ball goes wide, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Coming down to 1 minute. 1 minute remaining right now. 59 seconds remaining. Walter with a pass up for Favreau. Favreau, Walter, and Sample. Favreau puts it through for Sample, but she actually ran around the ball. It looked like she couldn't get position to take the ball and carry it down. And here come the Hornets. Phillips goes far side with 30 seconds remaining. The Hornets bound and determined to get one in. And it's right in the center, just outside the 18. They can't get the shot off. LaFountain gets there and clears up for Favreau. They came that close. They came that close with 18, 17, 16 seconds. Plattsburgh still trying to get one in. And Burtz breaks that up to the outside. She wants to go up the wing as hard as she can because with 7 seconds left, the Hornets will not have time enough to get back. The ball stays in play, picked up by Faye. And she clears up into the chest of the Plattsburgh player, and the game is over. The buzzer sounds, and the game is over. A great victory for Northeastern. Great victory at the 37-minute mark of the first half. Walter from Sample on a great play. Brandy Sample on the near side would just refuse to allow the Plattsburgh defense to stop her. She muscled her way right through the Plattsburgh defense and put a perfect pass right in front of the net. And Ashley Walter was there to put the header by Meyer for Northeastern's first goal. And the first half ended 1-0. In the second half, on a corner kick, Tremblay from LaFountain at the 2:45 mark, and that was all they needed. It was 2-0 Northeastern is the final. This is the fourth straight shutout for the Lady Cougars, the fourth straight shutout, and right now they've scored 11 goals and have had none scored against them, so pretty impressive both for their defensive play and for their offensive output. Well, that's the way it was this 14th day of September 1999 at Northeastern Clinton Central School in beautiful downtown Champlain. Lady Cougars 2 and the Plattsburgh Hornets nothing. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable.